wasn't really keen on staying back in the UK. I wasn't looking for COS. I've been looking forward to this day. Bye bye to UK and welcome. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, thank you very much.
You just sign on there with the finger.
How do you Thank you. Yes, I've got my passport in here. I don't know what's inside. Moment of truth. Although I've already seen on my first entry account that your application is approved, but I haven't seen the passport, so I've got to see the passport and see what's inside. I've turned the paper inside. What's wrong with me? Where have I turned the paper now? Okay. Yeah, confirmation of permanent residence. Yay! And I was just trying to open the envelope and then I tore the paper. Oh my days. What have I? Yay! Okay. Congratulations to myself. Yeah, I've got my permanent residency. So bye bye to UK and welcome to Canada. I have to thank God because I had an issue with the police here in the UK, a driving offense, and I was thinking this is going to affect it. And to think I was worrying myself over nothing. Well, I was worrying myself because I needed to be worried. But I thank God that it did not stop my application. So I'm so grateful. It was a straightforward application until I got that driving offense. That was going to be a story for another day. But I'm just so grateful. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord.
Hello.
Oh, thank you very much.
And take a name, please.
Yeah. We'll check.
Excellent.
Alright, thank you. Cheers, bye. Oh, my parcel is here. Okay, so time to start packing my stuff and taking everything out. I need to get all these clothes out of this wardrobe. Oh, I have to pack now. I don't know if this is summer or is winter. I don't get it. Are we not supposed to be in summer now? Oh my days. The summer is not summering at all. It just feels like this is winter or we're about to go into winter. It still feels cold. I've been looking forward to this day. Today I'll pack my things. I'll be leaving the UK. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I don't even know where to start. I think I'll firstly have to sort the clothes before I start putting them in the suitcase. Oh, no, just thinking. I don't know where to start from. Here. Okay. This is my story of getting my Canada PR. Since I came to the UK, I've been thinking of this day, the day that I will be leaving the UK. As I wasn't really keen on staying back in the UK, I wasn't looking for COS. I was just more of getting experience in my field and all of that. I think I'll be sorting this clothes and doing the video as well. Sorry about the noise. Before I finished my masters, I was already thinking which country would I go to, because when I was in Nigeria, I was applying for Australian permanent residency. I did not get it. I did the nomination for the provinces. I still did not get that. Either be that my experiences are not enough or the number of years I have experience in my field was not enough and all of that. So coming here, you know how it is here with everything going on. So when I was doing my masters, I already concluded in my mind that this is what I'm going to do. It's either I finish and leave this place, probably get to Australia, or get to Canada. Those were my two choices. I wasn't planning on settling in the UK. My mind has always been to leave. Before I finished my masters, I had to start making inquiries about Canada. So I needed my master's certificate for it to evaluate my course, and I wrote the IELTS and got into the pool as everyone else would. Oh, I think I might as well just give the timeline of how everything happened. So it all started in November of 2022. So I finished my masters in September of 2022, did my graduation ceremony in November, And that same November, I evaluated my course with ICAS. And then in February of 2023, I wrote my IELTS. My IELTS wasn't bad. I did very well. I think I did very well anyway because I used like a month or so to prepare for the IELTS. It was 8.5 for 8 thereabout, but I didn't have 8 across board. I was having 8.5, 8, 8, and then 7.5, something like that. It was my writing. I'm not really good at writing essays, so I think I scored 7, either 7 or 7.5 in it. But these other ones were like 8. Listening and reading were the highest. And it was enough for me to get into the pool because the higher the score of English, the higher the points you get for your calculator. That's the eligibility mark you're supposed to have. So I got into the pool with the mark I had. I think I had about 464 at that point because I added my master's. So adding my master's kind of brought the mark up. But it wasn't enough to get invited. If you're conversant with the Canada stuff, you know that for you to get an invite, you should be having like 494, 484, depending on the skill or the category that you are in. But all okay, I got into it with faith that I will get invited at some point. I've been checking it out, these things, and I will do it, and then finally I was able to do it, and then I got into the pool in June of 2023. When I went in, I registered the course or the skills I identified with was STEM. That's the science courses where my skill falls into. As a data scientist, I wanted to do something that is in line with what I've studied. But I don't have any experience as a data scientist as at that point. And then I was still working with Cardiff Met, just doing 1 or 2 things with research. So I haven't really gone into anything data science or data analysis or all of that. So there was no experience in that field, meaning that I can't even claim any points for experience. Invitation rounds comes, I wasn't invited, and then when I check what the point was, the cutoff point that they had, I'll be seeing 500, 494. Mind you, I was just at 464. There was nothing I could do again to increase the points. If I had a partner, or if I was married, and I would have brought up the points. This one, as a single person, you're applying alone, so there was not really much that I could do. I kept waiting until a friend of mine asked me to change the category that I was in. Because being here, I already did healthcare job when I came here. I already have experience in healthcare job, and they were inviting people that have healthcare experiences back to back. So I decided I think I need to do the switching, and thank God I took that advice. Switched from data scientist to healthcare aid. If you're saying you have an experience with any company or any category, you have to show the proof that you have experience. Thankfully, the people that I've worked with in the past, they were able to give me references, and I applied. I changed down my profile, I think sometime in August, from data scientist to healthcare aid. So I first got a nomination from Ontario saying that I'm eligible to apply. So if I accept their offer, they will nominate me to apply for permanent residency. They sent me that in September. That should be a day to my birthday on the 25th. I was still trying to get the documents they asked of me to submit to them, because if I accept that they're going to nominate me, I will have 600 points from them. If I add 600 points to the 400 that I have, that's over 900, meaning that it's an automatic invitation from Canada. So I was considering their letter of nomination when in October, I think a month after that, on the 23rd or 24th of October, I got the direct ITA from Canada. I hadn't even accepted the nomination from Ontario before I got the ITA that I should apply for my permanent residency, and that was it. And then they gave me until the 26th of December to submit my application. If I had accepted that of Ontario, I would have paid the application fee, and then I would still be on the queue, and then get invited, and then I'll have to stay in Ontario because they are the one nominating me. So there's so many factors. But when you're getting the ITA from Canada, yes, you have to choose where you want to stay. Even though when you get the PR, you can still choose to stay wherever you want to stay at the end of the day. So it's left for you. The choice is yours to choose where you want to stay. It's not like you're mandated to stay in a particular place. Or like when you're being nominated, I started gathering the documents, you have to build your statement of accounts, you have to show proof of fund, you have to get police clearance certificate and all whatnot. And you know what? At that time, I was also having challenges with UK police because That will be story for another day. I keep pushing this story. One of these days, I'll just sit down and gist you guys of what happened between me, a fellow motorist, and the UK police. So I wasn't able to get my UK police clearance certificate. I was only able to get that of Nigeria because I still had pending case with the police at the time. That will be story for another day. As I said, you guys love gist, don't you? Don't worry, I'm going to give you the gist when it's this time. Okay, back to the story before I deviate. All right, so I was having that challenges. I was delaying, trying to get my POF, trying to get all the documents, trying to get my certificate and everything, and trying to get the references from all the companies I say I have experience with. But when I got all of that, that should be in December, 3rd week of December. So I wrote everything, explained myself, wrote my letter of explanation, and wrote the things that are pending and why they are still pending. It took me 2 months to get all the things they asked me to get, and then I submitted. People that I submitted in that December, they were asked to get their medicals in January, but I didn't get mine. And I was thinking, oh, maybe because I have a pending police case in the UK, that's why these guys are not even sending my application. So in February of this year, I got the message to go for my medicals. So I went for my medicals as well. After they uploaded my medicals result to them, everything was okay. So they asked me to go for my biometrics in that same February. But getting permission from work and all of that, I was able to go in March, I think March 12th or thereabouts. I went for my biometrics. I went for my biometrics today, and the next day they asked for my passport. I just got the message from them that visa is ready. And I'm like, oh, it seems like my case officer is very fast. Because all this while, people that we got ITA with, they've been asked to get their biometrics, they've been asked to do their medicals and everything. It's like their own was moving fast, but mine wasn't. But the moment I went for my medicals, everything was just like that. It all happened within a few days of each other. If there was any delay, it's from my own part, probably getting the appointment date or getting free time for me to go to London for the biometrics and everything. So I got the mail for visa is ready. I was still worried because I haven't yet submitted my UK police clearance certificate. Although in January of this year, everything with the police case and everything was resolved. I got my punishment and all that. I'll tell you about it later. But everything has been resolved. But because I have not informed the Canada authorities of the outcome of it, I was still thinking, oh, things, are you sure? Because they said if they need any other document, they will ask you to. And these guys did not ask me to submit any other document. I was expecting their mail saying we need additional document, but I did not get anything. So you can imagine why I was worried. I said, okay, fine, maybe I'm the one that need to tell them. And then in the visa ready, they said so many things. They said if your situation has changed, if you're married now, if you have a baby, if you're, what was it that they said? If you're convicted, and every other thing that followed. And I'm like, I think I need to tell them the outcome of the police stuff, because in my letter to them initially I said I have a police pending case in the UK. This is why my police clearance certificate is not coming out. And then I sent the correspondence between me and the police, so they knew about it. I informed them beforehand. I sent my police clearance certificate with the outcome of everything to them. I sent it thinking, okay, they will say something about it. They said they did not say anything. And they gave me time. They gave me 30 days to submit my passport. So I just chose the option of home to home for the courier service to come to my house and pick up my passport and give them and then return it back to me. As time was going on, I was still thinking I would get a response from them. I did not get any response. And 2 days later, I got a message that my passport has been forwarded to them. They were keeping me updated. You know how this thing works. 2 weeks later, I got a message that my passport is back from IRCC and then it's back with the visa application center. And I'm like, oh. All this time, I didn't even go to my profile, like my accounts, to check what's happening there. So when I got that message, that was when I decided to go to my account, and then I saw that my application has been approved. All this while, I was worrying about nothing. Even my friend was telling me, don't worry, this thing has been approved. The moment you get that mail to submit your passport, it means visa is ready. But you know, you can't blame me, eh? And you can't blame me for worrying. I was just worrying. And then I got my passport, and that's me getting the passport, and when I hear ping 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 on, because they were keeping me updated when the courier was going to get to my house, I was waiting for it. And you see how excited I was. I just had to kneel down and say thank God, and finally I've got my Canada PR and I'm leaving this UK. I've been so looking forward to leaving. The UK just tired me. I think it's from the first year, because UK has not really been somewhere that I want to stay, as I said earlier. So just like a means to an end, kind of. I just wanted to get my master's done, get the experience, and then keep moving. I love journeying, so moving from one place to another is not an issue for me. But circumstances have been so coming left and right that I haven't been able to explore my other adventurous side. But I'm looking forward to doing that someday, to visit other countries. When you travel with Nigerian passports, you just know that this is our passport there. Get as it be as it get as it be. So my mind was, let me get my PR and have my permanent residency in Canada, to get my PR in Australia. Because the amount of time it will take me to stay in the UK, you are in COS, you get your 5 years, and then you apply for indefinite leave to remain, and then you live for another years before you apply for citizenship and all of that. I wasn't ready for that. My mind is not there. I was not just interested at all. I wasn't even looking for COS. I just wanted to run away, because that 5 years that I'll stay here and say that I'm being COS, with my PR in Canada, I'll be getting my passport. So I just checked it too. I'm like, well, sure. Well, I'm single. I can move to anywhere I want. I'm free to move about. That is just what I was thinking. And so my people, that was how I got my Canada PR. All the things I was worrying about my pending police case, all the things that happened. Well, at the end of the day, all went well. I'm so glad that it ended in praise. If there's any question or clarification about the Canada application thing, let me know. Or if you want me to throw more light on it, on maybe the category I applied, I'll probably do a video next time when I'm more settled, when I'm done packing my things, and explain further. Or you could comment and I'll try as much as I can to respond to you. Okay? So in general, I think it took me, from the time I changed my profile, it's probably like 6 months, because most of the delays was from my own part. If I calculate the time it took me to even submit my application when I got the ITA, imagine if I had built all my profile and just waiting, or if I had my police clearance certificate in time, I wouldn't have wasted a lot of time trying to get my police clearance certificate and trying to get outcome from the police and before responding to Canada. So everything was about 6 to 7 months, and that's it. In fact, once they give you the ITA, the time frame for it to be approved is within 6 months, and it didn't even get to 6 months for mine to be approved. So kudos to you. But when I submitted my application, it took 3 months. I submitted in December of, I think 22nd of December, and sometime in March this year it was approved. So that's about 3 months. It wasn't even up to 6 months from when I submitted my application. So for you to see that 6 months is actually what it is. It can take up to that if you're going back and forth looking for additional documents. And that's it. So I'm just going to focus and try and pack all of this. I have a lot of things to pack. This room is just full of clothes. I need to sort out and plan myself and know what I'm doing, and that is it. Maybe next time you see me in Canada. Anyway, I'm still in the UK at the moment, and in the meantime, I'm just going to be here until probably I think I still have some time to be in the UK before I go or make my decision, or whatever it is. I'm still here for now, and at the time I was applying all these things, I was single and then ready to move. My situation has changed, so that's another plan. But I'm just going to sort out my clothes, pack my things, and still get ready. Okay, well, thank you for watching this video today. If you have any questions, do ask in the comment section and I'll try as much as I can to respond to it. Okay, thank you very much, and thank you for stopping by today. Let's catch up more and more. I have so many things to tell you, and see you next time. Bye.